and more restful, just chilling out and just allowing yourself to breathe into postures. So you're going to be holding each posture for anything from 30 seconds to a minute, maybe 2 minutes if you want to go for longer. I'm just going to go into each position and demo, and then you can just time yourself as long as you want in each position. Starting off, lying on your back. Have your knees bent. Take hold of your feet or your ankles, depending on where you can reach, or it might even be thighs. And you're just gently pulling your knees in towards you and towards your shoulders. So just depending on where you're at, you can use a book or a block or a pillow under your head if it's more comfortable. And you can, if you want to, gently rock from side to side in this position. And then whenever you're ready, just lowering your feet down. The next one is taking your feet wide. You got the whole of your foot down and drop your knees in towards each other. So if you find when you drop your knees in towards each other, your foot comes up like that, walk it in slightly until you can comfortably keep the whole of your foot down. Just allowing the weight of your feet to sink into the floor, allowing the back of your body to be supported by the floor. And you can either have your hands resting on your belly, just watching the rise and fall of your belly, or down by your side. And in this position, I normally think about focusing on inhaling, focus on the movements along the front of your body, and then as you exhale, focus on the movements going down the back of your body. And then walking your feet back in towards each other. You can keep your feet about hip width apart for the next one, or you can have toes touching, ankles touching. I'll demonstrate both. So take your arms out to the side. If you've got one hip on top of the other, aim to keep your knees stacked and your hips stacked one on top of the other and ankles stacked. It might be more comfortable for you to take a pillow between your knees and ankles, or if that's really uncomfortable, you can take feet hip width apart and drop your knees over to the side. Just play around with which one feels the most comfortable. Bearing in mind, you're going to stay in it for anything up to 2 minutes. And then as long as it's comfortable, turning your head away from your knees. And the aim is to have both shoulders resting on the floor. If one's really, really lifted, then take a blanket or a cushion or a pillow underneath it just to support it, so it will, something soft, so that maybe if your body's relaxing, it can soften into whatever support there is. Whereas if you've got something hard, it's going to stay lifted. So if there's something soft, it can just sink into it. On your next inhale, rolling your knees and head back in towards each other. Exhale, drop your knees over to the other side, turning your head away from your knees. And then whenever you're ready, rolling your knees back into the center. Bring your arms down. The next one, just gently hugging your knees in towards your chest. And whenever you're ready, releasing your legs back down.